When the winds blow cold off the peaks of Mount Fuji, the people of Yamanashi turn to a legendary dish for comfort. This is Hōtō, a thick, rustic noodle soup that has nourished this region for centuries. It is more than just a meal. It is a piece of Japanese history. The heart of Hōtō lies in its unique noodles. Unlike traditional udon, these are flat, wide wheat noodles that are added to the soup raw. This allows the starch to thicken the broth into a rich, stew-like consistency that clings to every ingredient. Yamanashi Prefecture provides the perfect backdrop for this culinary tradition. Surrounded by mountains and the iconic presence of Mount Fuji, this region has preserved its local flavors for generations. Hōtō remains the ultimate symbol of mountain hospitality and resilience. To create Hōtō at home, we begin with the essentials. Freshly made dough is the star here. It is a simple mixture of wheat flour and water, kneaded until firm. Notice that no salt is added to the dough, a key distinction of the Yamanashi style. Next, we gather our seasonal bounty. Hōtō is famous for its abundance of vegetables. We use bright orange kabocha pumpkin, earthy shiitake mushrooms, crisp daikon radish, and sweet carrots. These ingredients provide the natural sweetness and texture that define the dish. The foundation of the soup is a savory dashi stock combined with fermented miso paste. The quality of the miso is crucial. A darker, richer miso is often preferred in Yamanashi to stand up to the heavy noodles and sweet pumpkin. We start by preparing the noodles from scratch. The dough is rolled out into a thick sheet and then hand-cut into generous strips. This manual process ensures that every noodle has a slightly different shape, which helps them hold onto the thick soup later. As the dashi begins to simmer, we whisk in our miso. It is important to dissolve the paste completely so that the flavors are evenly distributed. This broth will act as the braising liquid for our vegetables and noodles, absorbing their natural juices. Now we add the heartier vegetables. The pumpkin is the most important part. As it cooks, it slightly breaks down, coloring the broth golden and adding a creamy sweetness. The mushrooms and daikon follow, adding layers of earthy and savory notes. Once the vegetables are parboiled, it is time for the noodles. We drop them in raw, allowing them to cook directly in the miso broth. They will simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes until they are tender, yet still possess a satisfying chew. To round out the flavors, we finish with a splash of soy sauce or perhaps a touch of mirin. This final seasoning balances the sweetness of the pumpkin and the saltiness of the miso, creating a perfectly harmonious and deeply satisfying profile. Serving Hōtō is a ceremony in itself. We ladle the thick, steaming soup into traditional deep ceramic bowls. Every bowl should have a generous portion of noodles and a colorful variety of vegetables, topped with a ladle of that rich, creamy broth. In Yamanashi, Hōtō is often enjoyed communally. Families gather around a low table, sharing from the large pot and enjoying the warmth it brings to both body and spirit. It is a meal that fosters connection and celebrates the simple joys of home cooking. Whether you are a seasoned cook or a curious traveler, Hōtō offers a taste of Japan that is both humble and profound. We hope you feel inspired to bring this warmth into your own kitchen. Enjoy the timeless taste of Yamanashi.